Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 12 in the CFL right now with David Schwab, contributing writer for SBR Forum. David Schwab, thanks for being with us.
Good to be back, Peter.
All right, David Schwab, Week 12 in the CFL. Right now, we only have 3 games with lines. We only have 6 picks to choose from. I think I'm going to go for it this week, David Schwab. There's 4 picks that I was leaning towards. I think I'm just going to go with all of them. I'll recite them right now. I'll recount them right now to you, and you tell me what you think of them. Maybe they disagree or agree with some of your picks for this week. Starting with Montreal-Edmonton, I'm going to take both the side and the total here. Edmonton's a 9.5 or 10-point home favorite. I'm going to go with Montreal. 10 is widely available, so I'll take Montreal plus 10. And I'm also going to take the under at 48.5. I think that, Crompton's looking like he could be okay for Montreal. And if he is at quarterback, all the other pieces on that team are pretty good. So, I like him at plus 10. And, I also they win with defense. And I think that this is going to be a defense-oriented game. So I'll take Montreal plus 10, under 48.5. Winnipeg, BC, I'm skipping completely. And then Saskatchewan, Hamilton, that line just came out. Of course, Darian Durant is out for Saskatchewan. The replacement is going to be Tino Sunseri, and, a step down. But still, he's a serviceable quarterback. Saskatchewan's still a very good team. So I'm going to take Saskatchewan plus 1. And the total is 46 or 46.5, and I'm going to take a shot with the over 46. I think it's a bit of an overreaction. So those are my 4 picks: Montreal plus 10, under 48.5, Saskatchewan plus 1, and over 46 in Saskatchewan-Hamilton. David Schwab, what do you think about all that?
Okay, let me start with the Saskatchewan-Hamilton game.
Okay.
I also made a pick in the Montreal-Edmonton, but I did not make a pick in Saskatchewan-Hamilton.
Okay.
But I would have made that call too. I think losing Durant, he's a good solid quarterback, but I don't think it's enough of a loss to see Saskatchewan all of a sudden turn into a slight road underdog against the Hamilton team that I just have not been impressed with all year. So it wasn't one of my official picks. That I would definitely jump on Saskatchewan plus the point or two on the road.
Okay.
But getting back to the original game, the first game you talked about, Montreal and Edmonton. I stayed away from the spread in this game, but I'm going to go the opposite way of you on the total line, and mainly because of all of a sudden Montreal had struggled to score points all season long.
Yes.
They looked absolutely horrible, and they have they kind of had some quarterback issues. They got this Jonathan Crompton is starting now for them, and the last 2 weeks they scored 20 or so points. 2 weeks ago they put up 38 points. Last week, granted, it was against Hamilton, but they're starting to score some points. They're starting to get some offense. Edmonton I see them kind of going the opposite direction. They were stingy all year long, and all of a sudden they see a couple cracks. They gave up. I think the last 2 losses. Now, granted, they were against Calgary, so I take that into consideration. But they gave up 69 points in those 2 losses. So I kind of think that may open the window for a little bit more scoring. In this matchup, so I'm kind of going to go the other way. I'm going to go on the over.
Fair enough. It's certainly a bit of a contrarian play, which was what I was thinking when I picked it. Yeah, I'm definitely kind of high on Crompton. Like what he's doing, and Montreal definitely has weapons on offense. So if their offense does start clicking, they'll start putting up the points. And I could be in for a loser here. That's kind of why I also like Montreal plus 10. It kind of hedges that out a little bit in case they do explode offensively. All right, but I'm going to stick with Montreal plus 10, and we're going to go head-to-head on the total on that one. I'll take the under, you take the over, and then your second pick come from the Winnipeg-BC game?
Yeah, actually, I stayed away from that. I said stay away from Saskatchewan. Obviously, we don't have a line on Toronto and Calgary, so
right.
I kind of looked at the Bombers and the Lions, and I'm actually going to look at the under in that game. And I think it's a lower under. I had it at 48.5. I'm not sure what the current line on that one is, and it's kind of a little bit of a risk there because these teams they still have the ability to score. But I kind of looked at this one. I kind of got swayed a little bit by some of the trends in this matchup in this series. It really isn't a West Division battle because Winnipeg's middle of the division. But they do play each other quite a bit, just in CFL. And this matchup, the total stayed under in 10 of the 11 meetings at BC Place. Mm-hmm. So kind of looked at that. Kind of looked at each team. The Lions, the total stayed under in 5 of the last 6 home games. And I also looked at when you get to Winnipeg, it's kind of a crazy stat, but you kind of look at 17 of the last 21 games on a Saturday. have stayed under. So I kind of jumped all over the recent betting trends in this series and came up with a pick. But I also do like it. I think BC's defense still is one of the better in the league, and I think that they'll keep Winnipeg in check. So that is my second pick for the week.
That line is actually a 48.5 or 49.5 market wide. So for the purpose of this video, we can give you under 49.5. And yeah, look, anytime you're picking, an under in a BC home game, not going to get a huge argument for me. All right. Interesting week, CFL Week 12. A lot of picks here. David Schwab going with BC Winnipeg under 49.5 and Montreal Edmonton over 48.5. And I'm taking a big 4-pack. Montreal plus 10. Montreal Edmonton under 48.5. Saskatchewan plus 1 and Saskatchewan Hamilton over 46. David Schwab, great call again, and I'll talk to you again for Week 13.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.